Us. Welcome everyone. I'm going to show you how to use a wall to assist you with checking your form. So what I would like you to do is to take high kodachi like this, and then what you want to do is put your left arm in the front like this. You're going to do some punches. The idea is for your elbows not to flare out, and that's where the wall will come into play, because you will touch the wall obviously with your elbow if it flares out. So from here, hitch. Now from here, also make sure that it stays the correct path. Knee, sun, sheep, go. And you're going to do the same now, but from a Zenkutsudachi stance, and then pull your hikite arm back. You're going to do an agi uki block with the same trajectory of the elbow to come upwards, to try and keep this arm as vertical as possible so that your elbow is not flaring out. So from here, hitch, back, knee, always remember to turn hanami hips for agi-uki block. The next one, come a little bit away from the wall. You're going to check the correctness of the wind for the soto uri-uki block. So from here, make sure that this arm is vertical. You can put it right next to the wall like this. And then, like I say, it's just to check that the trajectory and the path to the block is correct. Hitch, back again, knee, back, sun, like this. Then the next one, a little bit closer to the wall, wind for the uchi-uki, and as you block, opening the hips, doesn't have to touch the wall, but it's just to make sure that it lines up in a correct parallel position next to the wall, so that this arm also vertical like this. Practicing your uchi-uki like this. Then the next one, you're going to do the shutuki, similar. Take a kokutsudachi from here. When you do the block like this, make sure your elbow is one fist from the body. Also a vertical arm in this position. So check the correct path of the shutuki block like this. Remember in the shutuki, elbows not touching the wall like this. You're in fact hanami position. So hips, hanami, blocking the shutuki like this. So you can also then practice the 3 basic stances with the aid of the wall. So I will show you the 3 basic stances. So let's go back to the kokutsudachi. Make sure that your foot, your knee and your hip is in alignment, vertical, in other words, next to the wall like this, when you do your shutuki block like this. If your weight will come a little bit to the middle, which is incorrect, you will feel that your hip is leaving the wall, and then you'll know too much weight in the center. Try, if you can, to try keep the foot, the knee and the hip in the correct alignment for the shutuki block in your kokutsudachi. So mostly weight on the back leg like this. For the kibadachi, I would like you to take a kibadachi stance. Try and put your heels as close to the wall as possible. Make sure you have the correct kibadachi with the legs going out, and then center your hips nicely down. Not just glutes, but also the upper back must touch the wall, so that you very stable in the correct stance like this. So don't arch the back forward, the shoulders. Keep the back nice and upright. For example, when you're about to practice your side kicks like this. So make sure that kibadachi is correct. And then the last one, the Zenkutsudachi, a few ways that you can practice it. So I want you to focus on the front knee. So in this case, it's actually not the whole leg once the foot's in this position. Now you will actually practice by getting your knee a little bit away from the wall, because you want this to come a little bit inwards over the ball of the foot on the inside like this. So in this case, you can practice not for it obviously to flare out like this, for it to come a bit more in, and so you can practice. You can also practice by sitting down in a 90-degree angle from the wall, and when you press forward, to have your hips as parallel to the floor as possible. So those are just a few ways that you can practice the punches and the blocks and the stances by using the aid of the wall. We're now going to do the last one, which is the kicks, and you can also check your form. So remember, when you kick mai-giri, it's kicking with the ball of the foot, but look how far your heel comes away from the wall. So you want to make sure that you don't kick with the whole flat foot like this. So in other words, the foot will kick, the toes will come away from the wall, you'll kick with the ball of the foot, but then your heel will come away from the wall. So you can check your form for my giri by making sure the correct position. And then the last one, you can check your kikomi giri. So when you kick, make sure against the wall that your foot is in the correct position. In other words, horizontal. Then you can bring it back and you can snap it back. So you can check on the wall. Remember not to lean too much. You don't want the power to go this side. You want to have a little bit of an upright position here. Solid, strong stance. Foot in the correct position and body upright like this. So for the kikomi giri, like this. Have fun and use your wall. Oos!